Yes, okay. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gerald. Yes, as it's been mentioned, I have been part of the team running the TRASE project, which is a USDA funded initiative. And the initiative spans from 2019 up to 2024 for about 4.5 to 5 years. With several objectives. And one of the objectives, I'm not going to go through all the objectives, but one of the objectives of the project is actually to strengthen SPS institutional framework, both for the public and private sector. It is a program that is covering the whole of the EAC countries, that is Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi. And within this specific objective of strengthening the SPS institutions, there is one program which we have been running, and the first phase is actually completed in collaboration with the Global Food Regulatory Science and the University of Laval, and also the Institution of Food Safety, whereby we were looking at improving the laboratory capacity of analysts, as it has been mentioned already by Jeremy. And this was working in two phases, whereby the first phase was the training, and Jeremy has already given a thorough detail of how the training was conducted. I was actually one of the trainees, and it was really engaging and eye-opening. And I would strongly recommend it to any other countries or any other institutions that would be interested in learning about, especially the analysis bit, and how to look at or review methods of analysis that would help them in not only the risk assessments, but also doing maybe some root cause analysis. Now, as a project, we have been running various activities within the EAC region. And these activities on the laboratories was aimed at being able to establish equivalence of analytical data for the participating labs. And also, we looked at a position whereby we'll be in a position to do the mapping of laboratory services, whereby we look at their scope of analysis and their testing capabilities. And this came as a result of an engagement whereby when the project started, we did an assessment, and that assessment unearthed one major weakness in the region. And that weakness was about areas where the industry or the exporters and importers were often and are still often being subjected to repeat testing, both in the exporting and importing countries. Now, this is because, of course, due to the lack of trust in the accuracy of analytical results. Now, this training, we have realized as a result of having that collaboration between the laboratories, it stands or it will go a long way in terms of building the trust, but also being able to bring labs that are working in the same space together to discuss issues that pertain either the results or the methods they're using. And this is where we have now gone to the second phase, whereby we are looking at, with AOC, we are looking at methods alignment in terms of alignment of the test methods that are being used on testing similar analytes of course, in commodities that are being traded across the borders. Now, as a result of that, we are looking at being able to influence an EAC, that is East African Community Policy paper on test methods, that will be fit for purpose and that will be able to guide laboratories on the path towards their accreditation. Now, of course, because Jeremy has talked enough about the training itself, I will not get into the statistics of the training because they're exactly what Jeremy has presented. But as a trainee, because I participated in the training myself, I would really like to recommend the institute, that is the Global Food Regulatory Science Platform, PARERA, that is, the Institute of Food Safety Science, and also the University of Laval, who helped to have this training done. Now, listening to what most of the participants have been telling us as the facilitators from Land O'Lakes, they would actually like this to be expanded to other areas besides the area that was covered on, particularly on mycotoxins and pesticide residues. they would strongly recommend to have the same expanded to other analytes. So I think that's one of the few areas whereby it's a good recommendation. If the platform can be able to address that, then that would be very important. I think with those few, unless somebody has got a specific question specifically to be addressed by TRASE or Land O'Lakes, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for inviting us to participate in this forum. Thank you.